In other news this Monday, investigators have been on the scene today of a small plane crash that happened over the weekend in Georgetown.
And the plane hit a vacant two-story home on Northwood Drive, injuring 3 people. This morning, we saw City of Georgetown investigators at that home. The FAA and NTSB are also investigating the crash. KVUE's Matt Fernandez talked with the mother of one of the people who was on the plane. Matt, what did she tell you?
Ashley, just pretty incredible story. Take a look at that. As the plane still remains in the roof of this home. Monica Stinson, so thankful her daughter, the pilot, and his wife able to walk away from this.
This was a complete miracle.
Monica Stinson takes a look at the plane her 30-year-old daughter was in Sunday morning.
Words cannot explain. So I just thank God that she's here and that they're all okay.
Stinson says her daughter, Lauren Perales, is from Leander. She was in the plane with her friends from Austin. A pilot with more than 25 years experience and his wife.
There was 3 in the plane. They were returning from Fredericksburg from having breakfast there. They were headed to the Georgetown airport when about 2 miles shy of the airport they were experiencing engine failure.
Stinson spoke with her daughter shortly after the single-engine plane crashed.
She was very emotional, as you can imagine. She has 2 kids, 2 girls. They have flown together before. He then called into air traffic control and just said, engine failure, we're going down.
The plane slammed into this vacant home on Northwood Drive.
Plan to go around. We have an aircraft on short final with an engine failure.
They just all braced for impact, and she said she opened her eyes and just thanked God that they were alive. She was the first one out. She crawled onto the roof and then found a hole up in the roof to jump down onto the 2nd-story floor, and then from there the second female came out, and then the pilot was the last to come out.
Stinson says they did have some injuries. The pilot suffered a broken nose, her daughter a broken bone, and they had some cuts. They also suffered burns on their hands and feet.
If that's the worst that came out of this, we're also very thankful.
The Georgetown Fire Chief says the FAA was on site to begin their investigation, and they'll be working with the NTSB.
We do have a operation that's available to come in to assist with removing the wreckage, but all this needs to first be recreated, and we don't want to create any harm to reconstruction before we go ahead and do the remedial process.
As for Stinson, she looks forward to spending time with her family.
Thank God that everyone's okay, and she definitely had they all had a guardian angel over them, so very grateful.
All three were released from the hospital yesterday evening. I briefly spoke with Stinson's daughter, and she says, quote, "I'm counting this as a blessing." Back to you.
Blessing for sure. KVUE's Matt Fernandez live in Georgetown for us this evening. Thank you, Matt.